my name is Ali, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Hakuoki Kyoto wins Hijikata's route. I think we're very close to the ending, and right now it is getting emotional. So, anyway, let's go. Kazuma let his hand fall from the hilt of his undrawn sword. Yeah! I don't know why I did it like that. Inoue launched himself at Kazuma and swung his in a wide arc towards the daemon's neck. Sorry, I just derped. Kazuma's sword slithered out of its scabbard, too fast for the eye to follow. His hand simply blurred, and the tip of his blade emerged from Inoue's back. Oh, Inoue! Ugh! Blood bubbled out between his lips. No! Inoue! He fell to his knees, and the deep red stain rapidly devouring the light blue of his jacket. Oh my god, my heart. Kazuma's eyes flickered like sparks, and he bent down to whisper to Inoue. Is something the matter, human? Aren't the men I just slaughtered your subordinates? Don't you want to take revenge for them? I understood warriors put great stock in avenging the deaths of their comrades in arms. Inoue glared back at him with his white-hot rage. He reached into the pocket of his kimono and was taking something out. It was, no. What of life, huh? Pathetic till the end. You are despicable. You're barely worth the air you breathe at this point. Go ahead. Go on ahead. Feel pain as you die. Inoue lifted the tip of the lid, attempting to drink the water of life, but then... Kazuma simply laughed and stepped easily around Inoue's swinging sword. Oh no. I didn't even see him strike. Oh my god, Inoue. There was only the momentary flicker of sunlight on the blade, and blood erupted from a gash across Inoue's chest. The bottle dropped to the ground and broke. My apologies. I may have hit a little too hard. Gah! He ground his teeth, trying desperately to overcome the pain, and turned his strained gaze to me. What are you doing? Run! His face looked intense, like a demon, as he shouted at me. I scrambled to my feet and turned to leave. My. Of all the humans I've fought, you are by far the weakest. Why would the Shinsengumi allow someone so pathetic among their ranks, I wonder? Though I suppose they are rather eccentric. Hearing Kazuma's cold laugh behind me, I felt something inside me snap. Stop! Don't! Shit. Oh god. As I cried out, I heard the awful sound of steel slicing through flesh. Time slowed to a crawl, and I could do nothing but watch as Inoue fell, without a cry to the ground. Oh my god. Inoue! Inoue! Even as part of my mind screamed to run, I scrambled toward him, grabbing for his arm. He was still warm, a warmth like my father. But Inoue's eyes no longer saw. His ears no longer heard. He had joined his men among the corpses on the road. Now this pest is dealt with. There is no one else to save you. Now putting up a fight would be a waste. Come with me now. You are fated to be my wife. He flicked his sword clean and sheathed it. Then he stepped forward and reached for my hand. Get revenge! Get revenge! Inoue had told me to run. Hijikata needed to hear his last words, and I was in no position to fight a demon. I knew all this, and I could hear a part of my mind screaming at me to run, but the roaring flames of rage drowned it out. How could I have let him die to protect me? Inoue was so kind. Just looking at his lifeless body sprawled in the dirt made my heart feel as though it would shatter into 1,000 pieces. But more than anything, I hated Kazuma for killing my friend, as if he was nothing more than an irritating insect. I grabbed desperately for my kodachi and pulled it from its scabbard, bringing it up into an attack position. I thought you were smarter than this. But I see now your time with the humans has poisoned your mind. You disappoint me. Shut up. Hot tears rolled down my cheeks. Why are you so upset? Does it bother you that I swatted this fly? He was a human, and he was foolish enough to challenge a demon. What other outcome could there have been? Shut up. Shut up. Never in my life had I spoken to someone like that. But never in my life have I wanted to kill someone. If only I had been able to transform my wrath into strength, I would have been the strongest creature alive. You, I can never forgive you for what you've done. Please, Inoue, give me the strength to strike him down. I tightened my grip on my sword, my knuckles white, and leapt toward Kazuma with a yell. Ah! Contemptuously, he slapped my strike aside. My kodachi flew out of my hands and clattered to the ground. I reached out to grab it again. Ah! Kazuma's foot came down on my arm. The pain shot through it. Enough of this stupid game. His red, arrogant eyes burned into me, the eyes of the monster who had killed Inoue. You do not seem to understand who your master is. That is unfortunate. Perhaps I should punish you, so that you will never defy me again. I felt the cold steel of his sword on my throat. Pain is an excellent tool for discipline. Fortunately, your body heals very quickly. Damn you! I glare at Kazuma with all the anger I could muster, but all I got in return was a cruel smile. Inoue had told me to run, but I hadn't, and now I couldn't. Kazuma was right about one thing. I couldn't escape from him. If I couldn't escape, then at least I could refuse to give him the satisfaction of a complaint victim. If all you're going to do is use me however you like, then I might as well bite off my tongue and drown in my own blood. Don't remember giving you permission to do that. And I don't care much for people who can't follow orders. The moment I heard that voice, my head suddenly cleared. There was no way I could mistake it. It was Hijikata! Hijikata! I felt tears spring to my eyes again, but for a very different reason. This was no dream, no hallucination. Toshizo Hijikata stood in front of me. Damn it. I had a feeling you guys were in trouble, but... He stopped just as his voice was about to crack and simply looked at Inoue's body. His face twisted with grief and regret. Hijikata's jaw tightened, and his breath shook as if he were about to cry. His originally cold eyes were changed. They'd shone now with the brilliant fires of rage. With tight, deliberate purpose, he gripped his sword, the Izu no Mokai. I don't know the words of that. Kanesada? I don't know. So if I butcher that, I do apologize, because I don't know other languages. Okay. Toshizo Hijikata's favored sword. Anyway, it was the work of the 11th generation, Kanesada swordsmanship. It whispered through the air as he raised... Oh my god. It whispered through the air as he raised it to an attack stance. Another human who wishes to throw his life away? It is difficult for me to understand why your kind is so anxious to die. I was hoping I'd seen the last of this idiocy. Very well. Let's get this over with. Apparently when I get into an intense scene, I'm like, I stutter, I can't read, oh my god. Kazuma's voice was bored, but as he spoke, the fire in Hijikata's eyes grew into a raging furnace. Throw his life away, you piece of shit. How dare you say he threw his life away? Hijikata roared in wordless fury and launched himself towards Kazuma. With all of his weight behind the blade, he struck the demon's neck. Kazuma flicked his sword up to catch Hijikata's. For a moment, it looked as though they were evenly matched. And then Kazuma was thrown back. What? From the look on his face, it was likely the first time he'd ever found himself overpowered by a human, and he was stunned. Hijikata didn't let that opening go to waste. You go, dude. He pushed forward, his sword hissing back and forth through the air as if possessed. Shit. Yeah, that's... Uh-oh. Okay, my game's... I thought I was doing something dirt, but it's just... Jeez, go Hijikata. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's got horns. he's got horns. And he's got mini horns right here. Sorry, I don't know why, but that looks a little funny. Anyway, I never thought I would show this form to a mere human. Be honored, mortal. The moment your eyes behold a true demon is the moment of your death. Shit. And with that, the battle changed. Gah! Kazuma's sword hummed and flickered through the air with ease, far faster and smoother than it had been a minute before. It was all Hijikata could do to anticipate and block his strikes, leaving him no time to try and land an offensive blow of his own. Jeez. Where's the fire you had a moment ago? Is this the most you can muster for the dead insect? Jeez, I can't read. It's like so intense. I'm like, Kazuma's demonic strength and endurance were beginning to show. He wasn't even breathing hard. Damn. Jeez. Hijikata, however, was running short of breath. All Kazuma had to do was tire him out and... God damn it! He threw his full strength behind his sword and lunged at Kazuma one more time. The demon anticipated his blow easily and twisted to the side as Hijikata's blade swept past him. Gah! Kazuma's hand snapped out and Hijikata's sword fell, clattering to the ground. Hijikata! I picked up my Kodachi from the floor. Instinctively, I charged towards Kazuma, hoping it would help even a little, but... Stay out of my way. Shit. Ah! Kazuma kicked me and I fell to the floor. In my mind's eye, I could already see him crumpling to the dirt, just as Inoue had done. Damn it! Hijikata was huffing loudly, reaching for the sword that was knocked out of his hands just a second ago. He fell to his knees, his chest heaving. Sweat rolled down his forehead in streams, and the cloth of his shirt was soaked. Kazuma lifted his sword and pointed it at Hijikata. This is the end for you. His mouth curved into a cold, confident smile. Humans are such fools. They will try to fight what they know they cannot defeat. I call that recklessness, not courage. You have underestimated the power of a demon and chosen not to fear us. I hope your last thoughts are of shame and of your ignorance, my God. As Kazuma spoke, Hijikata dragged his tired body across the ground toward the fallen sword. What's this? Trying to run? Hijikata had reached his sword. With the last ounce of strength he possessed, he lifted it up once again and turned to face his foe. You won't bow, will you? I've made a fool of you, and you refuse to acknowledge the differences between us? No. Hijikata was not the sort of man to care about a difference in strength, but neither was he the sort of man that would simply abandon victory. So why? Then had he not responded? Uh-oh. As I watched, he pulled out something from inside his shirt. Oh, no. Ah! A tiny bottle filled with red liquid. The water of life, eh? How far do you mean to take this idiocy? My God. I'm like shaking because I'm liking this, but it's like, I can't fucking read it. Hijikata replied with a toothy grin. I'm an idiot, huh? Like I give a shit what you think? We were always a pack of idiots. We shared an idiot's dream that we were all too bullheaded to give up on. And now, here we are. We're halfway up the hill. If we stumble now, we're gonna fall all the way back down. Even if you become a fury, you'll be nothing more than a faded reflection of a true demon. Hijikata's grin never wavered. Well, you never know till you try. Hijikata, no! My cries fell on deaf ears. Hijikata lifted the bottle to his lips and drank. Oh, shit. My boy. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Anyway. In Hijikata's place, there was now a white-haired demon. Shut up. Hijikata's voice rumbled out from the fury, dark and low, like approaching thunder. Ow, dang it. Sorry, I hit my fingers on my desk. That hurt like heck. You're gonna look up. Hijikata became a fury after drinking the water of life. Oh my god. Did we really have to waste time to do that? I've had enough of those fucking cowards in the shogunate, and I'm sick of your goddamn demons. So I'm not a real demon. Why the hell should I care? Never once in my whole stinking life have they treated me like a real warrior. His eyes burned with anger. But hell, where are you supposed to find a real warrior these days? A lot of men calling themselves samurai when all they do is sit behind 10 feet of stone in a castle and get fat. Only thing those sons of bitches care about is making sure the side they buddy up to is the side that's gonna win. We're better soldiers than any of those bastards. Hijikata's words weren't just for Kazuma anymore. They were for Inoue, who had sacrificed himself in battle, for the shogunate and the counselors who didn't have the courage to make the difficult decisions, and for everyone who had ever refused to treat the Shinsengumi as true warriors. I believe what I believe. Nothing can change that, and I will never, ever retreat. That's what's brought us this far. Call us fake if you want, but if we push hard enough and don't give up, eventually we become what we say we are. If I can defeat you now as a fury, then I know that we can become real demons, right? The predatory grin on Hijikata's face wasn't human. Oh shit. When he leapt at Kazuma, he moved so fast that I could barely even see him. He'd been impressive as a human, but as a fury, he was beyond belief. Oh shit. Gah! Kazuma smashed aside the first attack, but a second followed almost immediately, and then a third. Blow after blow crashed against his defenses, giving him no time to even breathe. Oh my god, those eyes! Holy shit! Demon is right. My god, I don't know how many times I've cussed in this without it being in the words. Anyway, come on. That all you got? I thought we were just ants for you to crush. Where's your smart mouth now, demon? Oh my god. Hijikata's eyes flashed, like a great beast closing in on its prey, and he lunged at Kazuma. Ugh! With an effort, he managed to swing his blade up in time to catch Hijikata's, but he lost advantage of superior strength. Gah! His sword rebounded from Hijikata's strike, and Kazuma was forced back. Hijikata leapt for the opening. Oh! Did he get him? Urgh! Hijikata's sword moved too fast for the eye to see. A line of blood simply appeared on Kazuma's face. He clapped a hand to it in surprise and pain and jumped back, trying to put space between them. Great. Looks like you're finally getting into it. You look like a man now. How's it feel to get cut by a fake? Kazuma didn't even seem to hear Hijikata's words. He simply stared, eyes wide, at the blood that fell from his face to pool in his hand. Even as I watched, his wounds closed themselves. The stream of blood slowed to a trickle and then stopped. Damn you! Though the wound itself had disappeared, it seemed the ramifications had not. How dare you, false demon insect scum! How dare you draw my blood? It must have been the first time he'd ever been wounded by a human. Kazuma's calm face was distorted now by rage and disgust. It was the first time I'd ever seen him truly look like a demon. I will never forgive you for this. I will torture you until you beg for death. You will learn what it truly means to feel pain. At last, we get to see the real Kazuma. Fine. Come at me. I dare you to kill me. He bared his teeth in a wicked smile. Oh shit, this is getting... Oh my god. Their swords collided with a resounding crash. Gah! Kazuma had been strong before, but now his blows landed with all the strength of a cannon. Veins stood out on Hijikata's neck and forehead as he strained against the onslaught. my god. Damn you! You are nothing! Not even a shadow of a demon! How dare you draw my blood! Kazuma had been mad with rage, his golden eyes wide and bloodshot. Bastard! Jeez. Every time their swords met, I could see Hijikata's chip and shake. Okay. I was like, what? It looked as if the next blow could break it in two. Hijikata tried desperately to block with the back of the blade and protect it from more damage, but Kazuma's strikes were too quick, too powerful. Hatred rolled off them in waves. Neither of them would be satisfied with simply killing the other. I hate to do this, but I'm going to have to let you guys go here. I hope you are enjoying, and oh my god, this is getting so intense. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!